As we begin to wrap up 2019, we're treated to a blockbuster of a fall season. Sequels for many popular anime series, as well as the new smash hits line the latter half of 2019. This year also saw the birth of another successor to the mainstream shonen anime lines after the rise of My Hero Academia a couple of years ago. However, let's save the sentimentality of 2019 for when the year's about to end. For now, we'll take a look at tomorrow. If you think that 2019's a star-studded year for anime, you ain't seen nothing yet. Starting the list of anticipated 2020 shows at number 10 is ReZero's second season. 2016 saw the release of the smash hit Isekai ReZero. Breaking off the traditional mold of overpowered heroes, it brought a more realistic take on the genre, whilst giving the protagonist, Subaru, the unique ability of having a reset button. Now, thanks to these, Subaru's misadventures in another world and his quest of becoming the greatest hero for the girl of his dreams has garnered much praise and acclaim. The last time we saw Subaru succeed in his quest, as Emilia and Subaru spend a touching moment on the field at the close of Season 1, it seems after much suffering, things are finally looking up for our unfortunate hero. Little did he know, though, that the real battle is only about to begin. ReZero fans rejoice as the much-awaited second season's here. Rem fans, at least you'll finally get the jokes and memes that have been floating around on the internet for years. Not to be confused by a jumpsuit-wearing ninja, Uzumaki is another popular work from horror maestro Junji Ito. I'm surprised it took this long for it to get an anime production, but here we are looking at an Uzumaki anime this 2020. Strange happenings take place in Kurozu-cho, such as suicide, people transforming into snails, and other oddities. Turns out that the source behind this is a curse involving spirals. A high school teenager and her boyfriend witness this curse firsthand, and they'll soon find that ending the curse is more complicated than it seems. It took a long time, didn't it? While Uzumaki had a live-action film in 2000, I didn't expect them to take this long to produce an anime series for the popular manga. Horror aficionados, it looks like I have something for you to look forward to this coming year. Our rank 8th anime is kind of a nostalgic, familiar face, especially to older fans. Yes, it's a new Ghost in the Shell anime. As announced last year, Netflix are producing a new Ghost in the Shell anime for 2020. Now, not much has been revealed apart from that Standalone Complex's director is coming back to direct. It's got to be pleasing for long-time fans of the sci-fi series to know that a new anime is coming next year. As one of the most popular cyberpunk series, it's been adapted into numerous shorts, games, and movies, including a Hollywood one as well. For those not familiar with the source material, it's set in a world with blurred lines between humanity and technology and follows Kusanagi of Japan's counter-terrorist organization Public Security Section 9. It's not too late to get up to speed with this interesting series, so start reading or watching now, and that way you can join the hype in 2020. At 7, we take a look at Season 4 of Haikyuu. Sports animes are a dime a dozen, but I'm sure that few have reached the longevity that Haikyuu has when it comes to getting season renewals. I'm sure that Haikyuu fans are more than stoked to see a continuation of the manga adaptation, and things look to be heating up on the road to nationals. Manga readers, prepare to see training camp and the Tokyo matches adapted in anime form. The currently released visuals already have people talking, and I'm sure they'll be greeted with a stream of nice surprises as we get closer to crunch time. The content this season isn't likely to reach nationals matches, but with a series as popular as Haikyuu, they can't just leave us hanging like that now, can they? I expect a follow-up season to be announced straight after this, and with that, we can expect a lot more sports goodness to follow. The best news is that we don't have to wait long. Haikyuu to the Top launches in January. It's been a while since I've seen one of these shows. Dorohedoro's a seinen series set in a dystopian world known as The Hole. Here, sorcerers exist in another realm and typically enter the Hole to perform magical experiments on hapless victims. Our protagonist, Kaiman, is one such victim. After tasting a sorcerer's magic, he's left with the head of a Kaiman and lost memories. Accompanied by a girl, he hunts magic users to further his quest to regain those lost memories. I'm surprised this anime got greenlit despite the manga ending a year ago after almost 18 years of serialization. With its combination of gore, fan service and black humor, it has garnered quite a fan base. It will start airing in January. And thus, another trilogy comes to a close. Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel is having its third and final movie in 2020 titled Spring Song. With the true nature of Fuyuki City's shadow revealed last movie, Shiro and Rin move on to their final confrontation. With barely anyone left to turn to for help, they seek help from a suspicious man who, in actuality, has far deeper ties to their bloodlines than they think. Faced with the toughest decision that can change the course of history, what will our idealistic hero choose? The world or Sakura? In addition to witnessing Rider's time to shine, we'll finally see the decisive clash against Shadow Sakura and Saber Alter. After much build-up from the first two movies, Heaven's Feel looks to be heading towards an exciting climax. Demon Slayer's movie takes the fourth spot on our list. I didn't see this coming, to be honest. Not the movie, but how Demon Slayer suddenly became a household name in the anime world in just a snap. When it started out, it seemed to be typical shonen fare. Yes, it had its fans, and yes, a compelling plot supported by the nice music and interesting characters, making it one of the best shows to watch in 2019. However, at least to me anyway, it was never going to reach the heights that its genre contemporary My Hero Academia did in terms of popularity. All it took was good old Ufotable magic, and in a flash, Demon Slayer became a storm that surged all over the anime community. Lo and behold, we have a movie on its way. Imagine if they start adapting more shonen series. I for one hope they really do. Anyway, this movie chronicles the short demon train arc, featuring a tale of dreams and highlights the battle between Rengoku and Akaza. In third, we have The Promised Neverland second season. The Promised Neverland somewhat of a surprise hit. It was no surprise that Shonen Jump's dark tale on survival horror became really popular, but I didn't expect to see a second season on its way after watching the first one. After all, while the first season wrapped up with an open-ended ending, the feeling of victory after the children finally escaped the farm of death known as Gracefield House lends itself to an already satisfying conclusion for the series. Nevertheless, questions remain as to what's in store for Emma, Ray, and the rest of the children in life outside the death trap. Surely the demons they barely escaped won't be thwarted so easily. I sense more action and battles coming in this second season. What other perils await the children in the world beyond Gracefield House? We'll find out in 2020. Crashing in at the number 2 spot is Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0. They sure kept us waiting, didn't they? After short waits in between the first 3 movies, the fourth and final Evangelion film's coming after 8 years of waiting. Despite the troubled production and multiple delays, looks like things are finally underway for the conclusion of the rebuild of Evangelion. So far, the movie series has given us a nice reboot and restructuring of the legendary series. With the first 3 movies enjoying praise and acclaim from fans and critics, the fourth looks to wrap everything up nicely with a completely new conclusion to the entire series. Japanese fans from all walks of life can't wait to see how it all ends in the film series, and nor can we. Better late than never, really. At long last, we'll finally see how Rebuild of Evangelion concludes. Whether it will match up to End of Evangelion will be up for debate. Regardless, one thing's for sure, it should be a glorious finish. We finish off this list with one of the most hyped series of 2020, Attack on Titan's 4th season. What else did you expect but arguably the biggest hit in the world of anime as far as the last decade's concerned? Taking on the momentum of its explosion into the anime scene at the first half of the decade, Attack on Titan looks to finish things off in style. With 3 seasons of emotional roller coasters in tow, the epic that tells of humanity's battle against monstrous titans will see its end this coming year. Action, drama, thrilling suspense, sleek animation, and an intricate plot full of twists, Attack on Titan has it all. Will we finally get to the bottom of the mystery surrounding the Titans? Will everyone make it out alive? Let's cross our fingers and hope we get satisfying answers to those questions. As someone who's caught up with the manga, I'll bet this could be the best season yet. Right now the manga's at its peak, and that's why it sits top of this list. One thing's for sure, we'll all be in for one hell of a thrilling ride. It all comes to an end in fall 2020. That wraps up this list then. At first glance, 2020 is already shaping up to be a year of blockbusters and epic conclusions. As we progress through the year, I'm sure that more exciting anime announcements will keep popping up. Now let me ask you something. Which titles are you most excited about? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so make sure to let them be heard through the comments section. Make sure to also leave a like and subscribe, as we plan to have more content on 2020 anime as the year approaches. Well, that does it for now. See you next time on ViddyTube.